Yo, this is SoulDrum86 bringing you another video. We're taking a look at 123 Kid from the latest Survivor Series wave. The only ones that I was really interested in this wave was this and the Bret Hart figure. There's a lot of Bret Hart figures, man, and there's I liked Bret Hart growing up. I really did. I still do. I love I love like hearing him talk about like the current product, like all of that stuff, man. But man, it's like certain wrestlers, it's hard to not collect so many of them. And I've talked about this before. Like my favorites, it's hard to like not get like multiple. Just saying, because they got different ring attire. And a lot of the times when you have a collection, you want as many of those ring attires like, available. So yeah. Anyways, this was one of them. I already have a 123 Kid, but I was in desperate need of a upgrade. And the 123 Kid that I currently had, that I had before this one, it was one of their like early waves, right? Now, when I had this 123, when I had got this 123 Kid back then, I was happy with it, and I've remained happy with it, which is this one right here. I can't even remember like which wave this was in, but this was before they started using the real scan technology, like with the face. So it's like, yeah, it looks like 123 Kid a little bit. I more so love it for the ring attire. So yeah, so this is the original, and you can really tell like how they've upgraded, like in terms of just the way that the sculpting and the paint work. Like if you look, they pretty much have like the same body, of course, but I don't know. There's just something about like the torso area, the way that it's painted. It just looks a lot better and more detailed than the newer 123 Kid, which this by far is probably one of the best outside of a few X-Pac figures that they've made, which I also do have one of those from the Attitude Era. But yeah, this 123 Kid is awesome, man, with the headband. I mean, look at this ring gear. This ring gear this is what I'm talking about, man. The 123 on the side. Like, this is awesome. It's got Kid right there on the tights. Kid right here. I mean, this just is dope. This is super dope, man. And I love that face scan. Looks just like him, man. This just takes me back. It really does. This makes me think about when he wrestled Bret Hart on Monday Night Raw. They had a fantastic match, and it was for the championship. And I remember, I think it was X-Pac was the same dude, but 123 Kid's what was it? His foot was on the rope when the referee counted, but the referee didn't see that his foot was on the rope. Bret Hart did, and Bret Hart, he wanted the match to continue because he didn't want to win that way. And I thought that was cool, man. They had a pretty decently long match, and I believe it opened Monday Night Raw, if I'm not mistaken. It opened that Monday Night Raw with them wrestling, and I just thought that was cool. And I remember when Bret Hart, officially won the match, like legit, like he wanted to win the right way. When he won the match, he was given a promo in the back, and he was giving 123 Kid his credit for how great he is. And it made me think about like today I was at the gym, and I was watching Fully Loaded. It was a clip from Fully Loaded 1999, and The Rock was giving a promo. Triple H was in the ring, and The Rock was just talking about how much Triple H sucked. You know what I mean? Just doing this whole Rock thing. You guys all know. And it just took me back to when, wrestlers used to get vicious with each other. There was no respect. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm talking about that is because of mentioning the whole Bret Hart and 123 Kid match, because they were both baby faces. So it made sense for Bret Hart to say like how much respect he had for 123 Kid. It all made sense. But nowadays, you have a serious feud, a feud that's supposed to get everybody into it. These guys really hate each other. And the first thing that they say in the majority of the promos is, I have a lot of respect for you, or, you've done a lot in your career. I got to give it up to you because blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, no, it's like, dude, like you guys are supposed to be feuding. You're supposed to get people behind this storyline. How can people get behind this storyline if it doesn't feel like you guys really can't stand each other? I hate that. Like I saw a clip, right, of Monday Night Raw, and it was CM Punk in the ring with Becky Lynch because Seth Rollins wouldn't come out. Becky did, and he was saying all of this stuff, and he was all like, and now he's hiding behind his wife, and I hate to delegate you as somebody's wife because you're so much more than that. You're the man, you're this, you're that. It's like, dude, in a heated promo, how are you taking time to compliment the wife who cost you a match, apparently, because whatever, and you know, she teamed up with somebody that you're having like this long feud with, where you guys don't get along, you hate each other. How do you take time out to then compliment them? It just, that is the one thing to me that just kills wrestling today, man. Out of all the things that we talk about, it's bad enough how they work matches. It's bad enough how, you know, piss poor the creative can be, and how there's a lack of characters and big personalities, all of the things that we talk about here on this channel. But that's the one thing where I just can't get over that. I can't forgive that part. It makes no sense to me, man. It doesn't. And it's one of the things, like, I remember when I was watching the clip and I was like, you know what? This is why I don't watch it anymore. I was like, this is literally one of the reasons why I do not watch it anymore. It just, ugh. But yeah, man, I like when I collect these, man, that's why I get nothing but the legends. Like when I collect these, like looking at this right now, looking at 1-2-3 Kid in this new generation ring, the red, white, and blue ropes, the colorful ring of gear that 1-2-3 Kid has on, it just takes me back to that time, man. And you know, it does bring back memories, man. Like just looking at this 1-2-3 Kid made me remember that match. Made me think of that match with him and Bret Hart and all of that stuff. And just, you know, if you're going to say that you have respect for a wrestler, let it be when a tag team breaks up. Let it be when there's two baby faces going at it. In those rare occasions, because that shouldn't happen a lot either. So let it make sense when you have a wrestler saying, you know, let it make sense when you have a wrestler saying how much respect they have for one another. I know I'm talking about like other things other than this figure, but there's really not much to say. This is like a showcase. I'm not really doing a review. Now, the articulation on this is pretty good. Nothing is like, you know, extremely loose. This leg over here, which I did notice when I opened this bad boy up, is a bit stiff, but it's okay because it doesn't feel like you're going to break it. As I say that, I kind of feel like I was going to break it just now. But yeah, man, everything moves pretty good. They have really worked on this. I will say that the foot joint on these Mattel figures have gotten so much better. As you can see how smooth that is. Now, that's about as much as a review as you're going to get with me. Because these figures are pretty much all the same. So to be honest with you, it's kind of difficult to review wrestling action figures other than just kind of talk about your love for the character. What do they add to your collection? And is there anything on it that like people need to be aware of? With this 1-2-3 Kid, no. I would say this 1-2-3 Kid is pretty damn good. There's nothing on here that I was like, ooh, this is bad or this is loose and blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm going to break it. Yada, yada, yada. I did have an incident, like, what was it, 2 years ago maybe now, when the British Bulldog from the Attitude Era came out. And it was like the Heart Foundation version of him. And like the arm was like pretty much damn near about to fall off outside of the package. Like as soon as I opened it, like that was bad. So I'll point things out like that. But other than that, this is a pretty good figure. Pretty good. Who am I kidding, man? It's an awesome figure. Like I said, like, yeah, joint wise, there's nothing like really wrong with this figure at all. It is your typical elite, but it is a good elite because it looks just like your boy 1-2-3 Kid. Focus up, camera, focus up. Why is it not focusing? We doing this today? Oh, there we go. That's just a pretty badass look, man. I'm just saying that is a pretty badass look, man. Go back and watch that match with him and Bret Hart. they opened up Monday Night Raw. Now I can't remember what number it's gonna be on. Like, did I watch it on Netflix? I think I watched it on Netflix. It was either Netflix or Peacock, but I think it was Netflix because they got a lot of the old Monday Night Raws, and I think I saw it on that. But it should be in the thumbnail because I think it was like the biggest part of that Monday Night Raw, even though it opened up the show, because it was a long match. It was a long match. It felt like a pay-per-view match, but it was really good. Anyways, and you guys already know that, but just to anybody new coming to this channel that doesn't know about that match, just giving you that little bit of info. I'm probably gonna just have this 1-2-3 kid on display, to be honest with you. A lot of the times when I get a brand new fig, I usually leave the older one off the shelf. I don't get rid of them. I keep them like in a bin. Some of them will stay up, like if they're really good. Like all of my Shawn Michaels are posed, all of my Bret Harts are posed, all of my like Hogan's and Macho Man's and all of that stuff is up. But a lot of the times when they make like a brand new, like my Farouk figure, the new Farouk is up, but the old Farouk is nowhere on this shelf, nowhere on the shelf behind you, or behind, that you can see behind 1-2-3 kid. But yeah. Anyways, man, I think that's pretty much it. That's all I got, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, man, leave your thoughts in the comment section if you like. It's your boy Soul Drum 86, and I'm out. Peace.